All right, everybody. Let's make sure things are streaming. All right, give me a second. Okay. God, that music's loud. Give me a second. And make sure I put my volume back up just a little bit. Hello. Ah, la 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 la. Okay. Good enough. Okay, guys. So let's still put it down a little. I'm still kind of balancing this out, guys. So just kind of give me a moment. All right. So had a pretty good day today. Worked out. Went to work. Had a meeting. Then had a meeting. They had a meeting about the meeting. Painted a room. And then now here I am. So my day started at 4 a.m. I'm still awake at 7:30, so I'm still doing pretty good. Don't ask how I'm doing. I think I'm running on at least 250 milligrams of caffeine. Pre-workout is amazing, and it probably will kill me early. But that's okay, though. It allows me to do the stuff that I want to do. All right, guys. So as usual, please show our Facebook some love. We have been posting some of the stuff. There's some of the concept art that you guys saw me kind of do little by little. This is look for Astrocats on Facebook. And then like I said, we're currently working on a massive overhaul for our YouTube channel. Right now, still seems kind of bare, but it's okay. Bear with us. Okay, not a big deal. And as usual, show some love. You know, it's 100 Thieves hype tracks. This is from Stream Beats. Okay, if it wasn't for these people, I have a pretty plain ass channel. So you know, thank you guys. So let me push this over here. Now, in the last episode that I was doing some concept art, you guys knew that I was working on some of the lizards called the Wa-kree. And the Wa-kree, they kind of go into the planets, and what they do is they bully everybody out. So that way they kind of do like they kind of terraform it to be like dry and deserty. So I started with this concept right here. This is the one on the left. I started with this dude. My friends really liked that one. This guy was okay. I really like this one right here. I really enjoy the show Peaky Blinders, and I thought it was kind of fitting to kind of make these lizards kind of a mobster kind of looking dude. So I am going to come up with a hybrid version of between that design number 1 and design number 3. So let's go ahead, file new. And as I told you guys, I'm kind of experimenting with Clip Studio Paint. Mainly because Photoshop is getting kind of weird. Like, it's just such a pain to kind of get anything done, or they keep moving the tools, so I'm just kind of staying away from it. All right. So for the case of this, my friends really like that kind of lizardly look. So I'm trying to think about how to make them into mobsters. So what would be, maybe their hats will be like made out like cacti. And it'll be implied, of course. So they still kind of have like an alien look to them. Alright, hold on. I'm probably going to take a look at... This is the fun part about doing concept art, guys. You kind of start getting some ideas, and you just kind of run with it. So, some of you guys do not know this because I never talked about this, but I am a huge fan of plants. I have quite a bit of them. It's nowhere near like I don't have a lifetime worth of plants. But one of the things that I've kind of gotten into since I moved to Texas is succulents. And they come in all kinds of like crazy shapes, designs, and colors. And I just really enjoyed the patterns. I really do. So maybe I can come up with something that their gear might look like. I'm thinking of desert scenery. You got cacti, you got succulents. Let me see. Let's see what else I can use in here. So they did like the blue tails, so those will be staying. So he's kind of has like an open vest. But it's made out of, you ever see like some of the succulent leaves? They're actually kind of made like this. So it kind of looks like a flower petal. Let's see, what kind of gun can I make out of plants? That looks like he's got a fork. That won't do. Okay. I know, I cannot spell. Bear with me, guys. I am a terrible speller. Alright, let me take a look at... Again, it could be made out of cactus. This is the toughest cactus juice in the desert. And it'll have like the little flower. Cactus gun. Oh. Safety first. Haha. And you see them, they look like they have no mouths. Let me see. And sometimes it's going to take me a couple of times, guys. I'm never going to be able to please everybody 100% of the time. So I usually tell people, you know, if you're going to become a designer, you know, don't get married to your design, because something that you think might be a good idea, you might go to your boss and they'll be like, no, I hate it, or it doesn't fit. So just learn how not to get married to your work, and definitely don't get hurt if your artwork doesn't get used. I mean, if you're lucky, then I'll put it in the concept art book. So just think of it that way. Okay, I kind of like that. Okay, so let's go ahead and drop this down. Let's go ahead and do some cleanups. I'll leave that right there. Too thick. Again, this is going to be kind of like cactuses. It's going to have like a plant theme to them. Again, just ideas. My friends might look at it, they're like, Anna, what were you thinking? I hate it. That's fine. You have a giant gold leaf here. Hey! Getting mobsters. Alright, even though these characters are cartoons, you still want to make sure you give them a sense of dimension and overlap. So that way, see, like right here, the arm's going to come out. A second, a friend of mine texts me. Okay, is he person boy? Alright, so I always gotta make sure, because every once in a while, I'll have like someone would genuinely have an emergency. So I always try to make sure that I check my phone. I've had a situation or two where I genuinely needed somebody and no one was available. Alright, so let's go from there. Alright, so right here, let's take a look at this. Ah, no. Okay, let's save real quick. Always save, kids. You know, like, I can't tell you this enough. There's nothing worse than you, like, working on something and then, like, and then, like, the power goes out or whatever. Like, I'm a fair believer. I still like to work locally on my files. But when I'm done, I still like to back them up in a cloud system. So, yeah. So, let's go ahead over here. Ooh, I really like that. Some really good rhythm to this. Alright. So we got like a little Don Lizard kind of dude. Okay, like that. Okay. Unfortunately, it was a little crooked the first time. So you want to make sure when you're doing your characters, you got to make sure there's a balance to them. Like like over here, the main like weight is in his like back heel. You want to make sure that he's not tilting too far forward, too far back, because otherwise your character would kind of like lose. They just look like they're just kind of leaning forward. And they look like they're going to like bust their ass. Okay. Now I'm going to go back to... Let me open the original file. Please give me 1 second here. Oh God, I just saw myself in the stream. I look like bloody hell. But you know what? It's okay. You know, I literally just painted a ginormous room. And I worked out this morning. So I'm a little tired, and I ain't gonna lie, I'm tired. Okay. All right, so let's go into some base colors real quick. Like I said, these are not for me to be married to them. This is just kind of putting stuff on paper, and get used to doing that, guys. So don't get, like I said, don't get too attached to your artwork. You know, just have fun with it. Just have fun with it. Just put something down. I still like the original colors from the first set. So that's why I'm borrowing some of the colors here. There we go. I said this is just some putting stuff on paper. And I could use the bucket. Oh God, I hate it when it does that. Oh. Alright, fuck it. For right now, I'm just gonna leave it like that. It feels like I'm doing like marker. Hey Meow Meows, I hear you back there. What are you doing? Okay. So not to worry about anything too crazy right now. Just nailing down the concept. Nailing down the concept. Oh, man. This is why I couldn't draw the other day. I told you that I smashed my thumb. And it's gotten a lot better. So the good news is it ain't broken. The bad news is I still can't put a lot of pressure on it. Like I still cannot press the button on my smartphone. It hurts. Oh my god, does it hurt. So I still cannot put a lot of pressure on it. So even this, had to kind of write like this, which is terrible. Well, I kind of have to do it like this. So I'm holding it from the base on my thumb instead. Oh, sorry, instead of my usual. All right, so that's right there. Do 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 do. All right, so that gives me that. Now, okay, so the main reason why he's got the blue tail, guys, is because he is a skink. You ever seen them? They're really neat. They're brown, and then they have like just this beautiful iridescent blue tail. I used to see them all the time in North Carolina and in Florida back when I lived there, and they're just really cool. They're truly a treat to look at them when you find them. Okay, cactus. Okay. I said I'm not to worry about. So it looks like crap. I don't care. But it does give you the feel like of a marker though. Like if you ever paint with markers, which is nice. That's the one thing I will have to say. I gotta give Quick Studio Pro. If you ever get a chance, also look at Corel Paint. I haven't used it in forever, but back when it came out, it was impressive, and it's still very impressive. You can still kind of mimic a lot of different mediums on it. So make sure you guys you get a chance, check it out. No, that's two. Yo. Yeah, kind of like that. All right, let's see. Oh my God, is this pulling my hair? Yeah, it is. I said, don't worry, guys. I'll get my hair done here in a few weeks. I know it looks terrible. That's the only problem with being a gym rat, though. Your hair looks like you either have a great body and your hair looks like caca, or you have like beautiful hair, but then your body looks like caca. There's no winning. There really is no winning. Okay. Okay, so I kind of like that. Or let's try this instead. There you go. Just an idea. Okay, so that's concept number one. So let's try a different one. I still like the mobster mentality. Like I said, they still really like that first one. So let's try a different design. So I'm gonna create a new layer. Let me grab a swig of water. Water is good for you. It's what the body craves. Okay, so let's go ahead over here. Let's get some sketching going. Oh, by the way, anything extra, just trash it. Try to keep your files small. Yes, please delete. Sorry, guys. You guys know that my allergies have just been acting up because of all the pollen. Okay, and I kind of like the mongoloid kind of look. So this gives it more of an intimidating pose. I still like the cactus gun. So I think in this case, I'm gonna kind of keep their eyes kind of hidden away. Think of it like a reveal. So I'm pretty gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna lower down this music. I still like the tail, but I think this time I'm just gonna do like a little knob. Okay, so they're still gonna be blue, but I'm gonna make a little knob. Actually, this might turn out to be a little easier to animate once we start doing it, like we start going into production. So little cactus. There we go. Now, should I give him pants? Nah. No pants for you. And he doesn't even get a neck. He's just like, eh. Not sure. I'm just gonna go ahead and just give him like a shirt. Yeah, see, me. Okay. All right, let's go and do some cleanups here. And the other two eyes are kind of hidden and implied. I don't want to do here. Just give him like a shirt, like a t-shirt. Alright, let's go and do that. It said it's just some quick sketches. I am not married to this, but I am having fun fleshing out the character design. I still like the cactus gun. Alright, so that's pretty neat right there. And then right here, let's go ahead and put the what's it called? The hammer. Come on, Anna. You remember gun parts. God, this is terrible. Yeah, it's kind of hard to do that though. Like, kind of pull back. Maybe because I'm a female. I'm not saying that females cannot do certain things, but I know for me, it's hard for me to do a really good snug trigger pull. Especially if you're talking like a 10-pound pull plus. Oh my God, a 10-pound trigger pull is terrible. Okay, so let's leave that right there for right now. And just got like a little knob. Because he lost his tail. Yeah, listen, let me laugh at my own jokes, okay? Okay, so let's go and turn that off. Okay, kind of like that, kind of like that. Okay. And again, these are going to keep evolving, guys. I am not saddened by this by any form or shape of the imagination. Ugh, it's even worse. Okay, let's go back to pen. There's got to be something in here that's solid. There we go. Yeah, can I use the paint bucket? I could. But I ain't gonna. Okay. Man, my hands are getting so bad. I really need to go back and start working on my hands again. Oh no, never do stripes. Fun fact about character design, try to avoid crazy patterns. You will hate yourself. And if you don't believe me, go back and watch Disney's Treasure Planet. Notice how Silver had stripes at the beginning of the character design, and at the end they said, no, he lost his pants, and now he's got new pants, and there's no more stripes in his pants. For the more detail that you add to it, the longer it takes to animate something, and it just costs a lot. Okay, so that gives me my 2 thugs. Okay, let's see if that works. Now, those are the versions that I like. Now, let's try to grab these and then make something a little bit, like, more spacey. So let me take a look at some, like, inspiration. And I tell you guys, whoever tells you you don't need space lizards. Do like lizards on spacesuits. That's actually kind of cool. So like gangster astronaut lizards. Okay, all right. So let's try this. Let me save. Alright, more water. Good for the soul, baby. Good for the soul. Blah, blah, blah. I know there's nobody watching. Hey, what's up, Gun Bunny? Hey, how's Big Sid doing? She's doing good. My little niece is gonna be 21 tomorrow. I feel old as hell. Shit. Yeah, no pants. Who's the character? He's one of the aliens the Astrocats encounter, called the Wa-kree. And I kind of like the kind of gangster look to them. But my friends, they wanted something more spacey. So I'm just kind of playing around with some concepts. Actually, let me go to edit, canvas size. There you go. Give myself some real estate. Okay. Yeah, art stream, you say. Yes. Got it. More details means more money. Yeah, it does. Like I said, go back and watch Treasure Planet. At the beginning, He had striped pants. By the end of the movie, no striped pants. Okay, so let's head over here. Okay, so let's try this with astronaut suits. Okay, this looks kind of interesting. All right, so what does an astronaut suit looks like? Oh, let's switch that out. I mean, they're from space, so... They got a little knob back there. I like how they're like short and stubby. Yeah, this is Clip Studio Pro. I was using it for a project with a friend, and the project fell apart, but it was only $50. I kind of gotten tired of Photoshop changing where all this stuff is, so I kind of want to try this. Alright, so let's head over here. Okay, and then from here, got the big rubbery gloves. Not sure what a lizard would consider a gun, but for right now, let's just stick to the old school ray gun. For right now. Yeah, I think that's kind of neat. Alright, so Adobe is absolutely pathetic for as much as my... Yeah, I know, it's gotten really bad because they keep using analytics to see what people use, so that's why they keep moving stuff around. And it's absolutely driving me bonkers. I can't stand it anymore. So especially if I just want to do like quick sketching like this, where I just kind of just want to bullshit and have fun. I spend half the day trying to find where half the stuff is hidden, and I don't really like that a lot. Let's go down here. Okay, texture. All right, so Lord Byron really liked the 3-eye lizards, so the 3 eyes gotta stay. So Lord Byron is one of my partners in this project. Again, the client is always right. Not always. That's actually kind of bullshit. I fired a couple clients in my lifetime. Just some people you just can't satisfy no matter what you do. And instead of just kind of being honest with you, they just keep wasting your time. Or they're just really disrespectful. I have no problem telling someone to go suck on a lemon. Especially now, I really don't have the patience for anybody to be mean or rude to me. And I ain't having it no more. Yeah. Hey, what's up, dude? Hey, you never seen me draw before? You know I draw. It's a full house tonight. Like I said, I gotta be careful with these details, because the more details that I add, the more it's gonna cost me. There we go. The little astronaut shoots right there. Maybe these lizards that just have 3 fingers. There we go. You got 3 fingers instead of the usual 4. This is great. I know you draw. I never saw you draw before on stream. This definitely... Oh, you're welcome, dude. Yeah, you know I've been drawing since I was 5 years old, right? And then I had a brief animation career until the housing collapse of 2008. And then I switched to a lot of pre-production. But my passion is still concept art. It's still my biggest passion. Unfortunately, I kind of missed the train. Once everything settled down, between my family and everything. I was a little too old. And I could try to go in right now, but it's truly a young person's game. I just don't have the patience to sit down, sleep on the floor, get paid almost nothing. Yeah, no, I just don't have it in me. Why switch to tech as the years kind of gone by? Definitely more stable employment, and it pays better. You can actually live on your paycheck, not wait for your paycheck to like whenever it decides to show up. Okay, and I'm gonna leave the little knob. I really like the little knob too. The question is, there you go. Kind of like that. Hui. Nah. We're evil space worms. We're coming for you. Yeah, no, dude. Being in the arts, it's like and unfortunately, and you're about to see it because the economy's getting real bad. Artist jobs are the first one to go. The art department, and then if you're in business, the marketing department gets downsized. So they're not seen as essential. How do you have enough room for a drawing tablet and keyboard and mouse? I feel like I never have enough room. So I have an old Cintiq. Like this thing is like 14 years old. So I never really got like the huge one. I always wanted to be portable because at one point I was going to location with my laptop. My laptop was my main tower. So I couldn't be towing around a 50-pound monitor. So I got the 12W, I think it's like 12WX, whatever. I can't remember the code for this thing. Actually, it might be in the back. Let me see. Yeah, no, doesn't have it. But anyway, it's an Intuos 2 era. I mean, look at the buttons of that. That actually dates it right there. Yeah, no, dude, I paid a lot of money when I was in college for this. This is like, and it's still kicking. Like, it's just now starting to go. And to be honest, you know, if it goes now, it's okay. I gotten my money's worth. I am not complaining. I am not complaining any form or shape. Like I said, for tonight, we're just doing some quick colors. Yeah, no, I cannot do the little tablets. I started with those. I did my time with them. I just can't anymore. I gotten spoiled, and I will pay good money for a good tablet. I might not be into like purses and stuff like some women are, but I will pay some good money for some good equipment. I will never go cheap on my gear. Okay, so let's go right here. Let's go lighter with that. Okay. As for the suit, so fun fact with animation, never go just pure white, because certain software reads pure white and pure black as like transparent, especially when you're doing solid colors. So I always tell people just go just a smidge off. Any shoes? I seem to get a bit costly. Shoes? I still buy my tennis shoes. I buy my Asics, but I use this all the time. You know that I go to the gym all the time, so I will spend some good money on a good pair of walking tennis shoes. That I will do. Okay, so let's do that right there. Okay, so we have our gun. Okay, gotta balance out the colors. Can I just have it just in one spot? That's it, right now. I'm just doing some placeholders. Good lord, I'm just like hiccuping like crazy. Yes, I do have music playing. Can you hear it? Is it too soft? Because okay. Am I self-taught? When I was a kid, but no, I have an associate's in fine arts, and then I have a associate's and bachelor's in animation, and then I've also done comic book pages, and like I used to do some comic book stuff back in the early day. I used to do it for like small independent companies, not for like the big companies. I do know people that work for Marvel in DC though. It's a rough life. It's a rough life. They technically have to kind of supplement their income by going to a lot of conventions just to kind of make ends meet. Or have a girlfriend that works medical. Yeah, but I'm technically originally a self-taught artist, but then eventually I did get my traditional or my I did get formal training, but I already knew how to draw by the time I went to college. I was like my first art job, I was a caricature artist for SeaWorld and Busch Gardens, and I started doing that at 17, where I had to draw people's cartoons in a theme park with a Sharpie marker. It was black and white face in 3 minutes, face with color, and pretty much it's like color sticks. That was 5 minutes per person. And then if I did the head with the body, let's see, it was 7 minutes for black and white head with body. So the dude with like the muscle, the chick in the bikini, riding on a horse, or the kid wanted to be Pokemon, whatever. And then if it was in color, I had 10 minutes max per person. And sometimes I had to put 4 or 5 people in a drawing. It got like really crazy sometimes. So yeah, no, dude, but I love concept art. I still do. I love my industry, but that's the reason why there's a lot of unions going on right now. I mean, it's long hours, very little pay. The people that do get paid, they barely get a chance to go home. Like it's crazy. I had a friend that he got picked up by Rockstar Games, and after like he worked on Redman Redemption, and yeah. You can. I haven't tried it yet. I'm just kind of now experimenting with it. But it does have an animation feature on it. Alright, so that's a little bit more spacey. I like my gangster dudes with the succulent slash cactus outfits. I kind of like that a little bit better. Alright, now let's try to do... God, my allergies are just killing me, dude. Like, my face is itching. Let me do this. Hold on a second. Okay. There we go. So, back in the day, I used to use Toon Boom, and this is when it was just Toon Boom, not Harmony. So, I remember the early rigs for Toon Boom where you had to set up all the mouse shapes and everything. I used to do it for you. And then I used to teach Flash. I taught how to animate in Flash for like almost like 7 years. So, Flash is really powerful. Now it's just known as Animate. Especially after HTML5 got released, Flash just kind of went to like this weird phase. So Flash CS3 was like the peak, and that's what My Little Pony was animated in, which was really great. Hey, you know, Flash was kind of a beast up to CS3. After that, when they started doing all the like development packages and HTML5 and all this kind of stuff on it, it got really buggy. And now that what they did is, because people were complaining, they got too into like web. That's why now they just have as Animate. So I looked into Animate right now. I haven't really had a chance to go into it too much. But it looks like a really neutered version of the old Flash, to be quite honest. Did you draw alien hominoids? Your art looks very similar. No, I did not. No. Alien hominoids. Is that a comic? What is that? Okay, I gotta Google this. Okay, hold on. Google it. No, okay, I remember this. This is from the Newgrounds Day. No, I did not work on that. When this came out, I was on, Castle Crashers. When this came out, I was an animation student, so I remember this. This was really popular in Newgrounds. So yeah, I remember all of that. Okay, now that this is gone, let's go ahead and get rid of the extra ones. Never keep the surplus. Okay, so I think I can do one more version. So I got my mobsters. Now I got my little space dude. Okay, let's see what else I can make with space dudes. All right. I kind of want to do a more aggressive helmet. Toon Boom, Harmony both look like stellar anime. Toon Boom is Harmony. Yeah, Toon Boom is Harmony. Yeah, no, it's I can't remember if Harmony's the parent company, but it's Toon Boom is Harmony. And then they have another software that's known as Storyboard, so they have a pretty robust pipeline. And if you are like a pop-up studio, it's great because you buy the software. It's kind of like everything like else is subscription now, so you buy it, and then when you're done, you just let it go. There is a lot of work for Harmony animators, but I will tell you this though. I have a friend, he runs a studio, I was helping him out, and I was looking at what he was paying for animation, and I was like, not even worth my time. He was paying like $8 for every finished minute of animation. I'm like, no, sweetie, I'm sorry. That's like 30 drawings per second if you're animating on ones. If you do it in twos, 24 drawings per second. Yeah, so 24 drawings per second. So that's 24 drawings for $8 if you do it in one. If you're doing it in twos, then it's 12 drawings still for $8. And I'm like, no way, I'm not doing that. So yeah, no. The only thing I want to do was the concept art, but he already had someone to do that, so I'm like, nah. But yeah, no, animation is one of like it's one of those things that they're just horribly like underrated. All right, let me see. Maybe I'll go more for like a Halo look. I know, they look like they have bunny feet. The only thing I want to keep is the blue tail. I ain't keeping that. Yeah, that's definitely gonna... Yeah. Yeah, that's sad, dude. That's really sad. I still like the fact that he has like a gun that is kind of like a cactus. I don't know why. That's just kind of sticking with me. I don't know why. Don't ask me questions, man. Okay, let me go ahead, edit. Let me change my canvas size. Give myself more real estate. Okay. Okay, so he's holding a gun. And I think I'm gonna stick to the 3-finger instead of 4-finger. Gonna give him like Popeye's arms. Okay, and then like little skinny legs. Alright, so that's the rough sketch. Let me balance him out, make sure that the weight is balanced. Okay, there we go. Alright, let's go ahead and move in here. Alright. Okay, so the one thing you gotta keep in mind with like these characters you want to keep echoing the shape. So if you have a predominant shape like the teardrop in the eyes, I got to echo it in a few other spots. So maybe the shoulder pads will also echo those shapes, so that way it looks like it's balanced. And then right here, making sure I have the fingers holding the weight. What will you be using to animate this? You know, we're still kind of sorting that out right now. So right now, what we're working on is doing like a really basic audio, but with like stills. Kind of think of like the Way of the House Husband, where it's kind of like a glorified like animatic, but it's gonna be way simpler. Think of God, there was a YouTube. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. There's a YouTuber, Lord Byron keeps referring to. Give me a second, I could pull him up. And he does these reviews, and I've seen him before. La 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 la. By the way, that Aladdin video, the historically accurate Aladdin, I almost fell out of my chair. That was amazing, by the way. I just laughed so hard. Yeah, so Saber Spark. So if you ever get a chance, look at his stuff. He literally does like these poses, and he does this, and he does that. They're very animated. They're mainly a lot of key posing. And so that's the kind of stuff that we're kind of going to go for, just to kind of start, just to kind of get content out. And I was working on those key poses the other day. And so those were done. I could probably pull some of those up here in a little bit. There we go. That way we have the overlapping mask there. Okay. So here we have these are the beefy dudes. There we go. So he does the gun in the waist. You're not going to see much of his torso. And then I'm still echoing those teardrops shapes. I know he looks like he's got like bunny. But for right now, this will have to do. And then he's got, I'm going to make it simple, and I'm going to give him like a little knob tail. Okay, so that gives it more of that nice flare there. Okay. So yeah, pretty much. It's a colorized animatic. And to be honest, people have been doing it for a while. It's like, it was, what was it? It was the Backstreet Girls on Netflix was the first one I saw it. And then Way of the House Husband was the second main show that I saw on Netflix that had it as well. So it works. People like it. People are watching it. So I'm like, you know, I'm not even mad. It's a really low-cost way to do production. So it seems to be like the game today is no longer about... Here, let me play some music. Did it finish? Oh, it did finish. Okay, give me a second. Okay. Let me go back. Chill step. Let me go. Nope. Here you go. This one is actually pretty cool. And like I said, these are like friendly for streaming. They're royalty free. This is the one that I'm playing right now. Stream Beats. So like I said, it's called Chill Step. Show them some love, because without them, my podcast would be super boring. Okay. So for this one, I'm going to go a little bit different. I'm not going to use as much yellow. Okay, most of the body's covered. I am still keeping my blue. I like the blue on there. And I made sure that I could see. Okay. Yeah, Stream Beats is great. I really do enjoy their stuff. Yeah, dude, but if you get a chance, try this out. It was like $50. I mean, I can't even complain. This was a great value for the basic license. They do have one that is like a little bit more comic friendly, so you have a lot of the effects. I just didn't want to pay $250 at the time because it was something that's experimental. But at the rate that I keep using this, like I said, I'm just trying to get more into it. I might just go ahead and shell out the $250 down the line, but not right now because I do pay for Adobe every month. I do use it a lot for work. So selling out an extra $250 for software, yeah. And don't even get me started in Maya. Maya's like, I think now they're like almost $200 a month for Maya. Okay. For right now, I'm just going to do this. I'm just going to do a big shape. Wrong brush. There you go. Just need to block out the shape. I'm not that worried about staying between the lines. Staying between the lines is for saps. Okay, so from here, I'm going to borrow some of these colors. Remember, kids, work smarter, not harder. Okay. It's just my cat doing cat things. Sorry. I definitely need to train my tablet. It doesn't have a screen. Yeah, it takes a while to like be drawing down here and then looking up. It takes a while. But you know, I always tell folks, if they're gonna get into this industry, learn how to use everything, because I never know what I'm gonna encounter when I go to a studio. But especially back when I used to bounce between studio and studio, I don't do that anymore. I'm a full-time employee with a really nice company. But back in the day, I didn't know if I was going to have a tablet or I was going to have a Cintiq. So I just got used to bouncing between both of them. Okay, let me go in here. Clean up a little bit. I know, disgusting. Bear with me. Okay, let me get rid of this random eye. Okay, so far not so bad. I got version 1, 2, 3, 4. I wonder if I can come up with one more. I want to do at least one more to fill out my board. Let me go ahead and trash this. Yes, I want to get rid of that. If I'm not using it, it's trash. We got some water. Let me see. I've gone from mobsters to space lizards. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna do one that's super goofy. Okay. These guys walk around like penguins. They kind of look more like a platypus more than anything. And then these dudes got like so these dudes are like modern mobsters. I don't know why I want to give him gold chains. Maybe that's dumb. Okay, hold on. What can I give him? Must have the 3 eyes. That is mandatory. Oh, maybe all they have is just a little tiny mouth. And then these guys, they do Yo-Yo Hakusho. They don't really have a gun. They just do the little laser guns. If you know that show, you need your pain meds and your echinacea. That's just old as fuck. I love it. Like, they got a weird way of doing fucking finger guns, man. You can't beat that. Okay. That's right, you showed me that. That phone case was pretty dope, dude. So he's like, stick him up, and if he goes down, like, bam! These guys got like the little space thing going on as well. Alright. So I like that line of action there. It's really nice and strong. Something very important when you're doing this signing. Save. All your characters need to have a good line of action. We say a lot about their mindset and how they're thinking. It also helps a lot with like weight distribution, how they move. He's got banana fingers. Don't judge me. It's alright though. By the way, I'm not sure if you guys seen the trailer, but the trailer for that new movie, Lightyear, that looks really good. Like, I don't really care to go to the movie theater, but that's one I think I would go for the movie theater just to watch. Kind of skinny hands right there. And as for the tail, yeah, these things got like ridiculous long There we go. Nice. Maybe I'll just do something. Yeah, those little details right there, like adding little thumbs. Oh, you made a 3D one. Huh. Alright, I'll have to check that out again. Okay. Okay, now right here I gotta be careful because I need to make sure these kind of lined up with each other. If they're too obscure or just too out of alignment, it will drive people crazy. So I gotta make it look like they fit. There we go. Finger gun. There you go. These are lizards. It doesn't matter. Alright, so I'm going to add a new layer. Okay. Yeah, like I said, the one thing that I'm keeping is that blue tail. White, blue, and orange because they're complementary colors, that's why. Alright. There we go. Got that right there. And then I am going to do probably inverse of this down here instead of doing these strong grays. I'm going to kind of go with what this guy got going on down here. Or, better yet, let me go back over here, grab this red. Can I fill this up and use the paint bucket and fill it in? Yeah, but I kind of want that like super scratchy, hand-drawn, kind of really rough look. I don't want to like really worry too much about detailing anything at this moment. Okay, now I can borrow this pink to show that there's glass in here. By doing the lighter tone, I can even go lighter than that. I'm only doing it for the shirt. I'm clearly not doing it for the face. Okay, and then let's see what another color I could borrow from this. So that dark blue. That'd be the first one to tell you, I hate picking colors. It is not my favorite thing to do. I just don't feel like I'm good at it. There we go. I'm gonna borrow this color right here. There we go. Cut that right there. And then I need some yellow. Okay, and then what I want to do, probably, I'll just carry that blue down. So if you're ever using a very pungent color, you need to make sure that the eye gets drawn down through it. Because right now, if I leave it just here, it will be just stuck in that part of the body. So by pushing it down here to the bottom, it forces my eyes to move throughout the body. So right there, now you can see my eyes, like the red's pushing me down, and then these key points are pushing me down as well. However, I might have to push that blue back. I think that might be a little too much. There we go. Just a little too aggressive. There we go. I don't want that getting drawn away from my face. Okay. Clean him out a little bit. And then let's go ahead and pick... What color do I want to make his laser beam? That's a stupid color. Oh yeah, so it looks like he's got a glow. What I want to do is grab these two layers. Then I want to move them. There we go. All right, so with that, that is pretty good. So, yeah. So this was the first round over here. And again, this is based out of like the skinks. Like I said, if you get a chance, look them up. They're actually really cool. They're like just these really, they're almost like a foot long when you actually see like a full grown size one. They got like this like brownish champagne color, and then the tail is like just this gorgeous iridescent blue. Like it's just blue, and you're like, whoa, that came out of nowhere. Or they're champagne color, and then their face is red. So I kind of want to have like a lizard that kind of have a mix of both. So like this guy right here, the center design right here, he kind of has more of that reddish style to it. And then right here, like I said, this is the guy to the right. I like the Peaky Blinder vibe to it. So this is render 1. And then once I show this to my friend, they really still like this one. That's why you saw me kind of steer away from this. They kind of like the personality. So now we're just going to have this right here based off on that. So my friends wanted something a little bit more spacey. I think this one here might be a good balance. I still like the mobster looking dudes where they're wearing like cactus hats and they have cactus guns and like their clothes is made out of like succulent and like desert clothing and stuff. And but he wanted something a little more spacey, so he might go probably for one of these, even though I like one of these up here. And that happens, you know, it's just part of the gig. But anyway, guys, it's 7:45. I got some. I don't think I gotta finish. But with that, I'll let you guys know what the guys say. For today, I just want to make sure I was following through. I know I told you guys I was going to keep drawing. And I'm trying to make sure at least once or twice a week that I continue to draw and pump stuff out. If I'm not working on my comic, I'll be working on the stuff for Astrocats. And like I said, if you guys go to the base of my channel, you will see there's 2 buttons. One of them is for the Astrocats Facebook page. And you can see there's some of the designs that I did before. There's Dave, Mr. Hotley. That's actually Hobbes right there. That's his cat, Hobbes. And then you can see some of the videos I've been adding on here, and then some of the photos and some of the artwork. So we're picking it back up. Same thing's going to go with our YouTube channel. We're currently planning to do a massive overhaul with it. We were doing a little puppet show thing for a little bit. That's something that Dave wanted to do. I kind of wasn't a fan of it, but he liked it. And I'm like, you know what? Whatever, dude. As long as we're making stuff, I'm happy. So we might be revisiting that, but not anytime soon, because we need to get puppets completely redone. So yeah, so it's a work in process. Everything's a work in process. And like I said, we're not making any money out of this. We're just kind of doing this for fun. My friends are learning a lot. For me, I'm just kind of flexing my art muscle. As I said, I love my new job, but I do very, 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 very little art stuff. It's a lot more like data analysis and analytics, and a lot of like more assessment kind of stuff, which is cool. Like I said, it's great because when I come to the afternoon, I really enjoy working on this stuff right here. So it's actually it's a win-win. Yeah, I have a feeling he might go for one of these dudes down here. Probably this guy right here, the predator looking dude. If I know my friends, he'll probably gonna go for that. All right, guys. So with that, I'm gonna stop drawing for the night, and I appreciate you guys, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Yeah, good night. Night night.